you already know that website is having hundreds of pages of information. So on each pages, if you want to give a particular effect to some text, for example, this one, this is Wikipedia. Okay, now this is one heading. Okay, now same way this is another heading, then this is third heading, like that. So whenever this type of things comes, so we need to show it differently than other text. So at that time we need to use some element or tag to give that effect. So for entire website we have to do the same operation again and again, some hundred of times. So there is one way that can reduce your efforts of this, that can reduce your efforts, and you can make that setting only once and apply it as many times as you want. So for that there is CSS, cascading style sheet. So again we are going to Composer. Now this is Composer screen. You can see this CSS editor button is here. Same way, from here also in tools menu, CSS editor is there. Okay, so you can use any of these two options to start with CSS. Now I am using this button of CSS. Now when you click on this button, the first thing that it will ask you to give page title. So I'm using here CSS example. This will become title of our web page. Okay. Now it will ask you to save your file with some name. So same name I am keeping, CSS example, as an HTML file. I am saving it with same name. Now a new dialog box comes on your screen, that is CSS style sheet. Here the first option, style applied to all elements of type. Element means tag. So with which tag you want to apply a new style. So keep this selected. Then from this menu, select some tag. For example, I am selecting heading 1. Okay, that is H1. Now with H1 we have created a style rule. So what is inside this style rule? So click on create style rule. Now here you can see different tabs. The first one, general tab, is right now blank. So as soon as you give some effect to this style, that code you will able to see here. So afterwards we are coming to the screen so to see the code. So now comes text. So whenever H1 heading level you are giving to your page, at that time font family, which type of font you want. So this is predefined font family. So as soon as you click on any option, you will get preview of that effect here. This is preview box. So let's check it. So predefined I have selected. This is font family, Arial and sans serif. Same way Times New Roman is there, Courier New is there. So these are three different font families. Okay. Now in case you want to take a particular font, at that time click on use custom font family, and from here select the style of font that you want. So from custom font family I am selecting some text like Comic Sans. Okay, so now you can see that effect here. Okay, now font size, there are different font sizes, large, small, like that. So you can select any one from here. For example, I am selecting large, but since we have used H1 we are not selecting this. Line height, that also. Then color of font, default is black. If you want to change, select a particular color. For example, I have selected this one. Now you can see that. Font weight, if you want to keep it bold, or light or normal. Okay, font style, normal, italics and oblique. So for example, I am using italics. Case, no change. That means whatever you type, it will be seen as it is. Or if you type it in uppercase or any other mixed case, then it will be converted into lowercase, like that. Capitalize, that is first letter of each word will be capitalized. So I am not changing this. Alignment, for example, left, right, center and justify. So if you want to make it center, click on center. Now these are text decoration. So giving effects to text. For example, this one, overline, line through. Okay, this line through is the same as strike effect. Underline, this is blinking. Okay, and none. So for example, we can select multiple also. So I am selecting underline and blinking here. Now background to the text. So there are two types of background, color and image. So first of all, let's take this example of color. Okay. Then borders. Now see this, all four sides use same border style. So it is default checked option. So if you want same border to all four sides, at that time, don't change here and select the border type that you want. Okay, like this. This is solid. This is dotted. This is dash. Okay. Then width. Okay, that you can select from here, thin, medium, and thick. Then color of border also you can select. For example, I'm selecting some color. Again, blue I am taking. Okay, like this. Now, if you want to change border on all sides, at that time, remove this. Okay. So from here, you can select different border. From here, you can select different border. And like this. Okay. Now let's move back to general tab. Now you can see that whatever effects you have given, that coding is done here. Now click on OK button. Now you can see nothing happened here till now. So when you will get this, first of all, we have to select a text tag that we have selected for CSS. So that was heading level 1. Now you can see that that effect is given here. Now I am typing something here. Now, for example, now I pressed enter to move outside this effect. And now after some space, now we can consider that here some normal text is there, and again after some time a new heading is required. So again select here H1 and type something else, for example. Okay, so you can see this. Okay, this is first heading, this is second heading. Now let's move to source. Okay, so this is source. So you can see that this style tag, that is start from that coding start from here with tag style. So now whatever I am explaining here right now is part of that theory. So this CSS, to include CSS in our HTML web page, tag is style, and then attribute type is equal to text or CSS. This is value of type attribute of style tag. Now this is called selector, the tag that we have selected to apply style to our web page. So this is called selector, and in this selector, in this curly brackets open and close, between this we are defining style. Okay, so border style has value this. Okay, then border color has value this, and between these two the symbol is colon sign. Okay, and each style is separated by semicolon. So this thing you have to keep in mind in terms of theory preparation. Now you can see that this is outside body. Before opening body tag, okay, we have used this style tag. So this effect is not visible until you select this selector and type something. So this is part of head section only. So this is part of head section only. Okay. In head section we have included style, and style is closed here and then head close. Okay. So one more thing. Let's see output of this file. Click on browse, save. Okay, you can see this. Between this there might be some text and then another heading, then again some text like that. Now we have discussed the benefit of CSS, that is it saves your time by duplicating the same code. Okay, so for H1 we have created one style, and now even if we want to use it 500 times, we can use it instantly without coding all this code again. Okay, all this code. So we have done this effort once and we can use it as many times as we want. Now another second major benefit is what? If you have applied this style, okay, at 500 places in your website like this, on each pages, for example, 3-4 times, and there are hundreds of pages. So if you have done that manually, then you have to go to 400 and 500 places to edit something. Yeah, for example, suppose I don't like this background color and I want to change it now. So if I go to manually edit all these things, I have to do it 400, 500 times. But using CSS, again go to CSS, okay, CSS editor. Now click on this selector that we have selected, go to background. Now for example, we are keeping one image. So now we have selected one image I have downloaded earlier. So I am selecting that, and now select. Okay. Now you can see this everywhere. That change is done within few seconds only. So this saves your time in terms of coding part.